Listen, fam, just literally listen. Believe it or not, if you listen, you'll actually stop bumping into the wrong people. If you listen, you'll actually be able to point out the bad people quicker. And that's what we here for, bro. We got to build lasting and real relationships. Stop keeping everything so surface. If you want to flirt, that's fine. But if you want something real, you know what I mean? Be sincere, baby. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Make sure we're locked in. You feel me? Ooh. Okay. Cut my mustache a little too short and I don't really like it, but we here. Like it. Okay. What's good, family? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to Relationship Wise, or welcome to Relationship Wise if it's your first time here. It's your boy Terrell. This week's episode, we talking about flirting, right? Going from, flirting in online, texting, things like that, to how you could get on that date, to how we can maintain flirting in a relationship, right? So listen, we hope to earn your subscription by the end of the episode, a subscription or a follow. If you're listening on audio, all the audio platforms, what's up? Thank you for the downloads. Shout out to y'all. Y'all for me. My online community, both on YouTube and all my audio listeners, y'all be on point. So shout out to y'all all over the world. Appreciate you. Let's get started, man. So flirting. Listen, so before we even get into the specifics of what I want to talk about, keep flirting fun, man. It's supposed to be light. It's not supposed to be something that is super daunting. You don't got to use too many words when you're flirting, right? You can, you can say, dang, I like your smile. Hey, I think you cute. I wouldn't mind talking to you. It don't gotta be deep, it don't gotta be long. It's just, making general conversation. And one of the things people gotta learn to do, especially when you want to flirt, is build the muscle, right? If you're afraid especially as a man, if you're afraid of talking to women, like I would tell you, go talk to women. You feel me? What's exposure therapy? There it goes. That's the phrase. If you see a cute girl, don't shy away from her. Literally, if you see her either on the street, in class, wherever, you know what I mean? Anywhere you are, literally just go talk to Shorty. Like, see, like, okay, hey, like say, dang, give her a compliment. Hey, I like the way I like your shoes, or I like this. Build it going slowly. Don't try to like, oh, I gotta have the best sauce. I gotta have it. No. Everything, you always gotta start small. All right. Same thing with y'all ladies. I think some women know how to flirt better than others, right? But most women typically or generally have a harder time flirting without, liquor in them, whatever. And women, y'all are good at having one-liners, right? Not necessarily pickup lines, but like literally bragging or saying, "Okay, I see you," or "Oh, da da da." Like, you feel me? Have a simple and subtle way of complimenting his looks, his mindset, or his skill set, the way he do something. You feel me? So yeah. So all right, let's get into it. Right. So flirting online, flirting through text. Right. So when you're talking about digital, DM and texting, right? So if you're on Bumble, Hinge, Tinder, all that stuff, and you actually trying to just flirt, one of the things you want to do is keep it light. Keep it light. Instead of saying that, hey, opening up with a simple line, hit them with something that is typical that you always see. Like, so you feel me? Say something like, hey, do you want to text first, or we just gonna pretend we just too cool for that? Like, or say things like, say unorthodox or not so normal things. So say like, I'm surprised that you wanted to match with me. Like, you sure you clicked on the proper profile, or da 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 da. Like, find different ways to approach flirting, especially when through text, especially online, because a lot of times we be thinking like women are so used to the same boring old pickup lines and all that. So try something different, fam. Try something new. Like, just be a little funny, be a little light. Don't take it so serious, right? So the thing about being playful when you flirting though, is that it is light, right? It's not going to get you really, really far. So if all you're doing is looking to flirt, or excuse me, if all you're looking to do is be playful, and not necessarily looking for a relationship, this is the type of flirt you want to do. Keeping it light, always kind of surface levelly. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So you want to just have fun, you know. Say, dang, I ain't gonna hold you. I like the way you looked in that dress. Or if you commented on an Instagram story, like, hey, don't just hard eyes it. Feel me? Give them a compliment about what they're doing. Oh, okay, I see you. You like having fun. Da, 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 da. You know, please don't do corny lines if you texting a girl. Please don't say no dumb shit like, girl saying, oh, I'm showering, and you saying, oh, without me. Look, we got to be better than that. You feel me? Like you got to find something funny to say. Say something like shit. You know, say something funny. I ain't finna give you any examples, but that because yeah, you come up with something creative yourself. You know what I mean? But playful flirting. It's just having fun with the desire to kind of be romantic, right? It's testing the waters, it's seeing where you at. Um, and you want to keep it to a minimum again if you're looking for a long-term relationship. So when you're being playful, think of it literally like, remember when we were on the playground and we used to like play house and act like, oh, so and so cute, or so and so could be my girlfriend, or so and so da 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 da. You, when you're talking, you want to match that same kind of playful energy, right? So you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, then you be having fun. Oh, you like coffee? Shoot, I like coffee too. Like, what's good? You feel me? Find different, cute, and fun ways to just be engaging. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, tell that person your favorite Starbucks order, or tell that person your favorite drink order when they go out, or you see them on their story, right? That's something to always keep in mind and keep in consideration. You feel me? Now, playful is all cool or whatever, but I say the best for last, so make sure you're sticking around for the full episode. All right. Oh yeah, and go ahead and subscribe to the tribe, man. Y'all know what it is. Subscribe. Help me get my views up. Help me get my ratings up. You know what I mean? If you are listening on any other audio platforms, go ahead and give me 5 stars and a follow. Right. So let's go on to the next one. The next one is when you're actually on a date, when you're actually in person with a girl who you know. Okay. Let me preface this properly. Gentlemen, when you're with a woman who you actually know, who you've actually been on a date with, right? Now we can actually be a bit more physical, right? And when I say physical, I don't mean completely touch. Everything is light touching, baby. You feel me? Everything is supple, it's soft, it's calm. It's what the chicks be saying, demure. You feel me? Keep it cute, keep it chill. You feel me? Keep it light, keep it. Please, light touches only. You not ODing. You ain't getting extra handsy. None of that, unless she's giving you signals and cues that she wants that. Let her initiate that part. You feel me? If she want to get physical in terms of y'all being in y'all intimate space or whatever at the table, if y'all sitting side by side, whatever, let her touch you first. You feel me? I know most women always want a man to make the first move, but if you find yourself making the first move, make it subtle, make it calm, nothing deep. Right? You're not aggressive. You ain't grabbing. It's a light touch. Okay, you feel me? Like you touch a hand, you know, right? You know, and just make sure you keep glancing, especially if she's across the table, right? There was a little glances, right? Make sure your eyes meet. Make sure to have and be calm, be chill. If you're not on a date and you actually out of the bar, you see somebody, right? I would tell you, you know, mouth words if you feel like you interested in a person. Don't just completely walk up, because for whatever reason, I heard now that dudes don't really approach women, but like literally say something like this, like, or do something like this, right? So like, hey, what's good? Like, you feel me? Put up your phone, point to it. You know what I mean? Hit it with the right, like as in, let me pull up to you, let me come over to you. If they giving you energy and attention, walk over there, gentlemen. You feel me? Don't just be all afraid or whatever, right? But if back to the dating scenario, if you're there with a date, you feel me? Make sure you looking in their eyes, make sure you're talking, make sure that you're attentive, make sure you're looking in their eyes, make sure you're attentive, make sure you, again, light touches, make sure they know that you want to be physical with them, that you like them. Again, nothing too aggressive. We ain't aggressive. Feel me? Everything is subtle. Follow her lead a little bit. You know what I mean? Show interest, but don't overstep your boundaries. You know what I mean? Like it's her space that and let her invite you in. Okay, slowly but surely, nothing forced, right? So again, like light touches on the arm, you know, that helps build connections without being forced, right? Touches on the arm, touches on the hand, you know what I mean? Um, little touches on the shoulder if y'all sitting side by side, like, hey, I think you cute. I ain't gonna lie, like that little, I like that story. Nah, I feel you. You know what I mean? Like keeping it subtle, keeping it simple, keeping it, keeping it player. Like a lot of dudes gotta learn how to be P when it comes to um being physical with women, right? You less is more, fam. You always want a woman to know that you interested, but you don't want her to feel like you thirsty. You feel me? Again, you want her to feel like you interested, not thirsty. And the way you do that is keeping it chill. You feel me? Even if she got on something that's like super revealing, super sexy, you know what I'm saying? Like say compliment her, tell her that she look nice, you know what I'm saying? Like you can be like, yeah, I see you in them hills. I like what you doing. Yeah. I like the way you did it. Yeah, just keep it simple. I see it, right? And make sure she understands that you value her and find her both physically and sexually attractive. But hands, again, light touches, nothing deep, nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Let her lead with that. All right, right. And this is important too for both when you in that dating phase and when you get into a real relationship. Because you know what I'm saying, we all love a little flirt. We all love a little, physical touch here and there. You know what I mean? Not too much. But for some people, for me personally, me and my wife, listen, I love cuddling. So yeah, that's my love language. Stop playing. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah. All right. So I say the best for last. All right. The best type of flirting is the most obvious type. And that's when you show genuine interest. All right. And everybody's like, well, yeah, of course. That's obvious. But a lot of times, most people are either hot or cold, right? They're either way over there or they don't know if they going or coming. Like a lot of people have this thing where they feel like, damn, I don't know if she want to have sex with me or da 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 da. It's like, nah, bro. If you actually want somebody to like you, if you want a real, genuine connection, and you want a real relationship, show genuine interest. You feel me? Ask the person about their day. Ask the person about what they interested in. Ask that person what they actually like. You feel me? Don't overthink it. Don't try to always run game all the time. You feel me? Don't only flirt about how somebody physically looks. Like ask them about they pick their brain. Ask them about their day. Ask them about some of the things they passionate about. Ask them how things are going in their purpose and do they know their purpose and actually when you ask that question, sit and listen. The biggest ways to show genuine interest and build a relationship is to literally listen, fam. Just literally listen. Believe it or not, if you listen, you'll actually stop bumping into the wrong people. If you listen, you'll actually be able to point out the bad people quicker. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So show genuine interest. You feel me? So one of the things about genuine interest too is you have to make sure that you're sincere and you start a little bit with the bad, right? What do I mean? Last episode, I was talking to my homegirl Taylor, and I said if I was to start dating all over again, I would lead with some of the bad, tell people some of my flaws, tell people some of the things that I don't really do that well, right? So things like I snore, things like sometimes I'm messy, right? When you are showing genuine interest, you want to mix a little bit of the bad with the good you do, right? I ain't say toxic. I did not say toxic. I said a little bit of the bad you do, right? You want to always put your best foot forward. I remember Taylor saying that, but you want to at least tell them like show them that you are good or you are amazing, but you got your flaws. You feel me? Right. So have deep conversations, right? Don't just ask, hey, how's it going? Nah, like, hey, I know you say you had that meeting today. Like, how did that go? You know what I mean? Like, ask follow-up questions about specific things in their day. You know what I mean? Um, Ask about the type of roses shorty like or the chocolate she like or ask him what type of cars he like, or the different things that he might be interested in. Ask specific questions about the things that that person is passionate about. You know what I mean? When people hear and feel like you're showing genuine interest in them, the flirting comes naturally. You feel me? Y'all growing, blossom into something fire, dope. You know what I mean? Right? Because when we show genuine interest, clearly we want an emotional bond. You feel me? We want to feel like, yo, I want to feel special. Most people, a lot of dudes don't like saying it, but dudes want to feel special too. We want to feel like, we don't want to feel like the prize. That's garbage. We don't want to feel like no prizes. But we want to feel like, damn, my woman actually liked me. Damn, she actually give a fuck about what I'm saying. Damn, she really pays attention to my needs, even the small ones. You know what I mean? And things like that can go extremely far. The women, please listen. Paying attention to them small needs. Obviously, men, we know we gotta pay attention to women's small needs and things like that, and always pour into her and things like that. But women, pay attention to all the little things that your man say he love, right? Because trust me, you'll go a lot further. I'm telling you, you're gonna separate yourself from the crowd. All right. Um, and circling back for a second too, compliment beyond people's look, right? There's a difference between saying, I think you beautiful, or I think you're handsome, or I think you cute. There's a difference between that and saying things like, I like the way you style that outfit, right? I like the way you put that idea together. Damn, I didn't know you thought like that. That's incredible. That's a dope ass idea. When you start to actually compliment the way people do certain things and their skill sets, you feel me? That's a bigger compliment than just liking their physical looks. It means more. You know what I mean? All right. Like saying things like, I like the fact that you passionate about things outside of work. You know what I mean? A lot of times we get so caught up in being successful that we never find out who we are. And you always want to find a person when you're looking for genuine interest in a person, or you have genuine interest in a person. Look for the things they passionate about. Find out, like, and ask them, and see, like, okay, where are they on that passion journey, or that purpose finding journey? Are they building? Are they doing something? And if not, encourage them to build it. Encourage them to start. Encourage them to do better. You feel me? Because now they're going to connect you with the good idea, or helping them push the good idea that they've always wanted to do anyway. Bonus points. Stop playing brownie points. We all about that. So yeah, listen, that sincerity, it'll get you every time. So yeah, man, compliment beyond the looks, right? I feel like that's the biggest point. That's the biggest key, especially if you want a lasting relationship. And that's what we here for, bro. We got to build lasting and real relationships. Stop keeping everything so surface. If you want to flirt, that's fine. But if you want something real, you know what I mean? Be sincere, baby. Stop trying to be overly perfect, and show people the good, but a little bit of bad. Sprinkle in the bad there, because again, it shows that you want people to see the full you. We all know when somebody bullshitting us, or I think people know, or they should know when people are bullshitting them. But we know when somebody trying to sell us a dream. You know what I mean? Like, and nobody likes being sold an idea of you. And it's better to always show a little bit of the bad with the good, with a whole bunch of good, to at least balance out and let people know, like, okay, this is a real person I'm dealing with. So that their expectations of who you are, what you should do, how you act isn't ridiculous. You feel me? Like, don't show somebody so much of the good sides of you that they're surprised when they see the badness in you. Because obviously, yes, people got bad sides. That's clear, right? But if when we're talking and we build and we have sincere connection, and I remember I was talking to a girl one time, she told me directly, like, she was like, yo, I have, some serious abandonment issues. I'm like, all right, cool, da 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 da, right? And talking, we talked every day for, like, let's say a month and a half, about 2 months, right? And then one day out of nowhere, she stopped talking to me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Of course I went crazy. Of course I was like, what the hell? Like, dude, shorty even fuck with me? Da, da, da. Like, when I tell y'all out of the blue, like, imagine it's a Tuesday night. She texts me, good night, da, 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 whatever. Or we on the phone, good night, click, hang up. Cool. All of Wednesday, radio silence. I text her, nothing. I call her, I think once or twice. I'm like, but she also told me, she did tell me that like, because she has abandonment issues, sometimes she tends to abandon people. So was I surprised? A little bit, but at the same time, not really. Like I was like, I was hurt, excuse me. I was hurt. Hell yeah. But I wasn't surprised because I'm like, okay, let me give her a little bit of space and maybe this will blow over. You feel me? So I called her, I think once or twice in the morning. And then I think one time in the afternoon or something like that. I can't remember the specifics. I might have called her like, let's say, within the day. It wasn't nothing ridiculous. It was probably like for maybe max 5 times for the entire day. And then I think the following day she hit me up and I was like, shorty, what the hell? But at the same time, I at least knew because she gave me some degree of a warning. Was it good enough warning? Hell no. Nah. Did I want more? Hell yeah. But I was at least able to get a warning. You feel me? So it is what it is. For me. So when you're building that genuine connection, always give people a little bit of the bad. Just a little bit. Feel me? If you give them literally 9 things that are good, give them 1 that's bad. Or if you give them 8 things, give them 2 that's bad. You feel me? So 8 times out of 10, give them a good, but them 2 times, give them a bad. You know what I mean? Because people got to know. People got to know, okay, hold up. This is a human I'm dealing with. It's not this. I don't want to just meet, or people don't want to just meet your representative if they want to actually get to know you, if they want to be in a relationship with you, right? They wanted that representative, but they also want to know the real you. You feel me? And the faster and the more effective you get to that real you, the more real and the quicker you'll actually get into that relationship because you ain't going to be bullshit. You ain't going to see, again, when you show people your flaws, you feel me? They literally are gonna expose themselves. They're gonna start revealing their own cards. They're gonna be like, oh, I don't really like that. Da, 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 da. So you're gonna know off rip that, oh, okay, I told him 1 or 2 bad things. Or I told her 1 or 2 bad things and she started acting crazy. So you already know what time it is. You feel me? The one exception to that rule, okay? There's one exception. There's one thing I would not tell you, a flaw to share immediately. Feel me? I actually saw a TikTok about this. I wish I remember the creator, light-skinned brother. But he was like, when a girl starts telling you about some of her sexual exploitations, especially from the past, he like, yo, girls, I would tell you, do not go into, don't just because the dude chilling nonchalant, don't go telling him about your sexual past. We are listening and we are judging yo. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody fool you. Men are not that evolved when it comes to sex and shit yet. That's y'all. We still judging. Okay. So caveat, ladies. Don't go out here telling this man all the fun stuff you did sexually just because he cool and he whatever. No. He ain't trying to hear all that. We not trying to hear how somebody else had you bent over. We not. That's not. Trust and believe. That's a huge. Trust and believe. That's a huge turnoff. Okay, stop playing. So caveat, ladies. Right, gentlemen. Obviously, we know not to tell no girl about none of that shit. We none of the people we actually had sex with. Excuse me. You feel me? Nah. If I find that creative, I'm gonna definitely put that in this video. Yeah, because yeah, man. If you still here, do me a favor, family, subscribe or follow, subscribe or follow, depending on where you listening to this, man. This has been Relationship Wise. Love y'all. Peace.